Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends for another special feeding episode. This time we're going to be feeding a light mythic I picked up on the free side of the Legends Pass. And this is Moonhaze. And Moonhaze is a mythic. Moonhaze is light. He's very spiritual. He's a superhero. Takes time for adventuring. And he's part of a birthday event that is going on right now. Unfortunately, he showed up with one open rune slot, so he's going to be costing me some gems. So let's find him a home. He can talk to Ilian. Okay, that was kind of interesting. Not sure what was going on, but I guess we're going to find out. Alright, so there he is. Let's see. This is Spooks. You know, that actually kind of works for him. I guess we'll have to see about that. Alright, so this is Moonhaze. He is a mythic. He is light. He has an evolving trait. Let's take a look at that. He begins hardened, which means he has an additional 20% chance to resist negative status effects. At rank 1, he gets True Vision, which means his precision is going to be doubled. Now, for someone who is a controller, and he is a controller, that is very useful. Being able to actually hit and land the effects, that is very, very good. That's definitely a rank up to work on. At rank 3, he gains a status cast for Possession Immunity, which is very useful because you don't want the controller being controlled. Alright, let's look at his initial stats. His strength is not really very good, but then again, that's not what he does. His life is actually really good. He's going to have over 60,000 life at level 100, which is about 10,000 more than a tank I could mention. His speed is also very good, once again, among the best. That's kind of what you want from your controller. You want him getting out first so that he can do the controlling instead of the controller on the other side. Alright, let's take a look at his initial skills. We have Carlo, the Moonlight Bug. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies stun to one enemy. Okay, that's kind of an interesting one right there. And then we have Raise the Lantern. Applies sunburn to all enemies. Both of those have 0 cooldowns. Oh, that one has a 1-round cooldown. Well, it does have a stun on it, to be fair. So those are some not bad ones. I don't think we're going to be keeping them, but those aren't too bad. And then, of course, his special skill, Carlo and Friends. Deals very heavy special damage to one enemy, applies Mega Stun and Sunburn to all enemies. Alright, so he's going to hit one guy with very heavy special attack, but they're all going to get Mega Stun and Sunburn. That kind of works. I mean, let's face it, his strength isn't too good. You're not going to put strength on him. He doesn't need to hit all of them really hard. However, Mega Stunning and Sunburning them, yeah, that works for me. Carlo was a firefly who wanted to become a big monster since, because of his shape, no one listened to his smart ideas. With the help of Erder, who gave him a piece of ember, he was able to create Moonhaze, a majestic projection of his spirit. Okay, wasn't that nice? Alright, so we're going to have to get him a little bit bigger here because he's such a little guy, and I know how to do that. Tomatoes. So let's get him up to his final evolution, and there he is. Alright, let's go with the skills because that's why we're here. Starting at level 7. Chosen from among others. Gives photophobic shield to one ally and one extra turn to itself. Alright, that means of course that the individual can only be damaged by light skills. So yep, that's pretty good. Probably going to end up keeping that, but I'm also probably going to end up moving it too, because I don't like it in that 3rd spot. Alright, so let's get to level 10. Hazing from the Moon. Applies light weakness to all enemies, applies dark hater to all allies. Now something like that situationally could be useful. If you have a war that has light and dark in it, you know, could be very useful. Generally speaking, I wouldn't keep that one though. It's a little too specific for me, and Moonhaze does have some interesting control skills, so yeah, that's kind of the way I'd want to go. Alright, let's take the long trip now to level 20. Sleep under the moonlight. Deals heavy light damage to one enemy, applies possession and blind to one enemy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it there. And one way or another, I'm going to take that one and put it in the last spot. Keeping that one. Possession and blind, it could very well be that the individual is immune to one or the other, so both effects are not such a bad idea. All right, so let's continue to level 25. Calling a New Moon. Removes all negative status effects from all allies, applies possession to itself. If you're rank 3 and you have the status cast for immunity to possession, fine. Otherwise, I can't imagine why you'd want that, so no. Alright, so let's continue to level 30. More skills. I just said no to that one, and I really did mean it. So I don't want to see that one anymore. I want to see new skills. Shatter the Lantern. Applies stun and sunburn to all enemies. Well, that's going in the first spot right there. No damage required. We just want the effects. Put True Vision on that one, and that one is going to hurt. Alright, so let's continue. I think we have at least one more. Carlos Said Halt. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies mega stun to one enemy. And I'm going to put that one right over there. And I do believe that that is all of them. So I'm just going to go all the way to level 60. Yeah, we're just going to be calling a new moon over and over again. But yeah, I want my controller controlling others, not having him control himself, you know. I want him out of control. No, absolutely not. Like I said, if you get him to rank 3, maybe, you know, because you could use it in the beginning of the fight, as long as you don't have positive status effects removed. But no, absolutely not. All right, let's just take a quick look here. All right, we'll just check out the skills quickly. I do know, however, I want to make one change, and that change is this one. Because I definitely want the extra turn and the photophobic shield. Very useful. Especially, imagine putting that on a Megaton tank. Really kind of useful, especially if there's no one light on the other side. Okay, this is Moonhaze's big skill here. A group stun and sunburn. Very good. Only a 2-round cooldown. Carlos Says Halt. This one is the single target mega stun. Remember, if there's immunity for this stun, then this will not stick. So keep that in mind. Immune to stun means immune to all forms of stun. Sleep Under the Moonlight. This is the heavy light hit with the possession and the blind. Other forms of control. Very nice. And of course, this one that I just swapped back in, chosen from among others, gives photophobic shield to one ally and extra turn to itself. Extra turn means, of course, you can get this one back sooner, right? And these other ones as well. All right, so these, I don't want any more of these, right? These starting ones weren't so great. I mean, this stun one isn't bad. It's just that we do have a mega stun one, right? And this one here, situationally, this could be all right. It's just that I wouldn't put that into the normal spec for this monster. And absolutely no. Actually, even after rank 3, I wouldn't use that one. The other skills are just really nice. All right, let's once again take a look at the stats, but this time at level 60. Yeah, strength's not so great. Life, you can see it's coming up on 22,000. Pretty nice. A lot better than, say, I don't know, 17 for a tank. Yeah, much better. Speed, very, very good speed here indeed. And that's what you want from your controller. You want your controller to get out ahead of the other team's controller, right? All right, now let's just take a quick look at the skills I selected again, and then figure out what we're going to do for runes. Hint, speed. All right, we're starting with this one, Shatter the Lantern. Applies stun and sunburn to all enemies. Well, getting the stun down is going to be critical. And of course, at rank 1, Moonhaze is going to get, let's just look again, True Vision. So that is going to be very, very nice for making sure the stun lands. All right, now we got Carlos Said Halt. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies mega stun to one enemy. All right, mega stun means you're going to be out for 2 rounds. But if they had been previously stunned, they're going to have immunity for 1 round, so keep that in mind. Maybe you want to go with Sleep Under the Moonlight first. Deals heavy light damage to one enemy, applies possession and blind to one enemy. So that's kind of a different thing here. We have possession and blindness. If the individual you're using on is immune to one or the other, then, well, you have the other one, right? So if they're immune to blindness, you can possess them. If they're immune to possession, you can blind them. I don't think anybody's immune to both of them, but then again, both might be resisted. But it's definitely good control. And then we have this one, chosen from among others. Gives photophobic shield to one ally and one extra turn to itself. And that's going to last for 2 turns too. So you put that on an ally and they can only be damaged by light damage. If there's nobody on the other side who's light, they pretty much can't be damaged at that point. You put that on a Megaton tank and yeah, that's going to be really nice indeed. And of course, for Moonhaze, the extra turn means getting back to these skills as quickly as possible. Probably mostly this one, right? Anyway, he's pretty good. He does go with the stunning as his primary denial. So if somebody on the other side is immune to stun, then it's going to be a bit of a problem there. I mean, he does have the possession blindness one, but, you know, that's for the first round, you're probably going to want to stun everybody. And somebody who would be immune to it, or even just resist it, might be a problem. Although the resistance thing will be much harder if he has true vision on. And of course, you know what I'm going to say. He's a controller. He's got a great speed. You want to put as much speed on him as possible. Single speeds, of course. No support for this guy, right? You want him going as fast as possible. He gets out of front. He stuns the other side. Then your side gets a free round of attacks. And that can be a very nasty thing for them. A great thing for us, bad for them. So he seems pretty good. We're going to have to test him out to really get a good feel for how he functions, but he shouldn't have any problems. He's got some good things going for him. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now, so thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it, and play games because games are fun. See ya!